Hello guys, the new runes have been announced and I am pretty excited. So today we're going to be covering the best runes for Master Yi, and I will tell you what my choices are going to be in the new season. Any runes we do not cover here are runes that I assume are not good on Master Yi, and if you're interested in seeing those runes, you can find a link below the YouTube video. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. There are 5 different choices that you can make. You can choose Precision, Domination, Sorcery, Resolve, or Inspiration. Precision is attack speed, Domination is AP or AD, Sorcery is AP or AD, Resolve is health, and Inspiration lets you be unique. Like it changes your cooldowns and stuff like that. Now, the most important tree, in my opinion, for Master Yi is Precision. So we're going to be focusing pretty nicely on Precision in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. Every tree has 3 distinct keystones. Now, Precision, being the most important tree for Master Yi, has the best keystones for Master Yi. Let's go ahead and look at the Precision keystones. Precision has a keystone called Lethal Tempo, which is, in my opinion, hands down the best keystone for Master Yi. Lethal Tempo will give you anywhere from 30 to 80% attack speed, and it will let you break the 2.5 attacks per second cap. This means that if you stack Gunju's Rageblade, Blade and Rune King, Blood Razor, Wit's End, and all those goody things, you will be getting a lot of double strikes and a lot of on-hit damage. I think it will be fantastic, and I think this is probably Master Yi's most important keystone. You will probably be bringing this every single game. Okay? Next, we have Press the Attack. This is the second best, in my opinion, within this tree, which basically replaces Fervor of Battle. It gives you AD on hit, it stacks infinitely, you get 2 stacks as melee, but when you hit a different target, you lose half of your stacks. Now, I think that it's good, but I think that Lethal Tempo will just be much better. The third one is Fleet Footwork, which basically replaces the old charge that we used to have, where when you walk or whatever, you get a heal and you get increased movement speed. I do not think this mastery is anywhere near good enough to compete with the other ones. That's my opinion. Next, we're going to take a look at the Domination tree. In my opinion, the Domination tree does not give a lot for Master Yi, and I think a few people may disagree with this. Let's go ahead and start with the keystones. We're going through all of the trees to show you the keystones that I believe will work on Master Yi. In this tree, I think only one keystone will do anything for Master Yi, and that is Electrocute. And what Electrocute is it's basically Thunderlords. So in this tree, out of the keystones, Electrocution is the only one I think will be good on Master Yi. Moving on, next tree, Sorcery. When it comes to Sorcery, I think Sorcery has some really great runes for Master Yi, but I don't think the keystones are very good. But there is one keystone that we will talk about, which is Phase Rush. And what Phase Rush does is it actually replaces Storm Raiders. In fact, it's great. It makes it so that you only need to do 3 unique attacks or abilities, and you don't need to do a percentage of their HP, and you get 30 to 60% movement speed based on level, which is actually faster than Storm Raiders. I believe Storm Raiders is 40%. And melee champions get 75% additional slow resistance, which means that even without Highlander, this will be pretty decent for Master Yi because he gets a slow resistance. Now, it's good, but I don't think it can compete with Precision. I think it is a good mastery though, and you could maybe pick it up sometimes. Next, we have Resolve. I don't like any of Resolve's keystones, and so we're just going to skip Resolve. I do not think Resolve is good on Master Yi. Inspiration. So Inspiration has 3 keystones, and at the time of making this video, the third one is not on the website, but it was announced that it is a support keystone, so it's not good on Master Yi. Now, there is one keystone that's pretty good, which is Summoner Specialist, which gives you Summoner Spell cooldown, and you can swap out your Summoner spells. So you might consider swapping out Smite after you get your jungle item. I hope that works, and getting something else. I think that might not be bad. But once again, Precision is just the best. In my opinion, Precision is the best. So with that said, we're going to take a look at Precision and talk about the runes that you should get in Precision, and then we're going to talk about your secondary runes, because I know a lot of you guys are probably curious about the secondary runes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the main tree that we have here. So in Precision, you have Triumph, as your greater rune. Triumph is the best of the three. It's basically dangerous game. You get more HP when you kill a target, and you also get 25 gold. The second best is Presence of Mind, which as you fight, you get stacks, and those stacks turn into mana later. The third one, in my opinion, is not even worth checking out. Master Yi does not get shields before the fight in most situations. It's just not good. Triumph wins my vote here. Next, we have the Legend series. We have additional attack speed and extra attack speed as you farm. You have Tenacity as you farm, and you get additional tenacity, and then you have some lifesteal. In my opinion, the attack speed is the best in most situations. However, I think the tenacity one can be picked if you're against a team that it will do well against. A Mumu, Morgana, Leona, Maokai, right? If they're not using a lot of knockups and are using things that you could like cleanse, you would definitely want to consider grabbing that mastery. In a standard game though, I would take the attack speed mastery. That's my favorite out of those three. Next, we have the last one, which has 3 different masteries that all serve a pretty good purpose. But in my opinion, I think that especially in the current meta, Cut Down is the best of the 3. It gives you 8% more damage to champions based on how much more health they have. I think this will work great against tanks. But if they have no tanks, my second favorite would be Coup de Grace, or Coup de Grace, which is basically like, I believe we already have the mastery for it. You get extra damage when they're under 40% health. That would be my second favorite. And then, of course, Last Stand is my last favorite. I just, you know, don't like that one. So Cut Down is my choice here. So my precision tree is as follows. We have Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, and Cut Down. Those are my favorite ones, and this is probably what I'm going to bring in almost every game, except I might swap out for Tenacity. Alright, so the next one, we have to talk about the secondary. Now, the secondary is where people are going to be indifferent, right? There's going to be a lot of different strategies here. I have been looking at this and discussing it with some of my higher elo viewers, and I have come to a decision that there are 2 trees that you will bring as Master Yi. And the first one is Inspiration. Inspiration is probably the most useful of all those trees in combination with Precision on Master Yi. There are just so many options that you can take. So let's go ahead and look at them. You can take 1 option per row with the up to 2 total, okay? So in the first row, we have a flash, a channeling flash when your flash is on cooldown. That's great. It'll give Master Yi mobility. It'll give him ways to contest Dragon, Baron. It'll let him get into the Dragon Pit and then get out of the Dragon Pit. It'll let him run around in their jungle. You just have to not be in combat. It's great though, and it gives you usage without flash. I like it. Next, you have Perfect Timing. Now this, at first I thought this was for mages, but it actually decreases the cost of your Gargoyle's Plate and Guardian Angel, Gargoyle's Stone Plate, because you will have a component for it in your inventory already. And you also get a free Zanya's early in the game. So that's really good as well. And it also reduces the cooldown of your Guardian Angel and Stone Plate. This is a really good mastery. Out of which one of those I like more? I like them pretty equally. I think they're both really good. But you don't have to pick something from that row. You can pick something else, which is great because I actually have other things that I like more. Magical Footwear gives you free boots at 10 minutes that actually give you 10 extra movement speed, and they upgrade for 50 gold less. This is great because that means a lot of people will not be buying boots early, and you can gank them. And that also means that if you decide not to buy boots and you get Blood Razor at 8 minutes, you can actually get your boots around 10 minutes and not pay for them and save a lot of gold. I think this mastery is great, and it's definitely one of my favorites. It'll probably be a mastery that I bring often. I will actually probably bring this mastery. So that's my selection. The next one, oh, there are 2 great options here as well. We have Cosmic Insight, which gives you a ton of cooldown, and we also have Approach Velocity, which gives you 10% more movement speed when you're approaching a CC'd ally. Let's say that they are, you're going for a gank and they get crowd controlled. Or if you apply the red slow to somebody, you will also be able to walk to them 10% faster. And also think about Cutlass. If you have a Cutlass or Blade of the Rune King, that'll also give you 10% more movement speed. So the approach velocity is very, very strong and is actually my second choice. Here, I would take the magical boots and approach velocity. It's a lot of extra movement speed and it's great. The next tree we're going to talk about is Sorcery. Sorcery has its benefits, and I think that if you're not going to go Inspiration, you're going to go Sorcery. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to go, what is it called? Domination, or, yeah, Domination, but I will explain why I'm not going Domination after this tree. So in the Sorcery tree, you have the Ultimate Hat. Oh my god, dude. 15% cooldown on Highlander is great. That's like 15% cooldown on Highlander, and it doesn't even stack, like, it stacks with the cooldown that you have. So if you have 40% cooldown plus another 15% cooldown, oh my god, we're gonna have Highlander again. Like, the nerfs? What nerfs? I don't remember any Highlander nerfs. So that is definitely an option there. Our next option is the Mana Flow Band, but this is only useful for lane Master Yi. You can use it on Alpha Strike. When you're CSing with Alpha Strike, you get all your mana back, and you also restore 10% of your missing mana. I think this will be good for lane Master Yi, but my favorite here is the Ultimate Hat. And the next one, we have two good masteries again. We have Transcendence, and we have Celerity, and in my opinion, they're both pretty equal, in my opinion here. Transcendence gives you 10% CDR at level 10. That's great. And if you have bonus CDR over the cap, you get extra AD, which is also great. Next, you have Celerity, which gives you 3% increased movement speed, and 8% of your movement speed is added to AD. In the late game, that means that you're getting about 16 AD from movement speed alone. So this will be 16 AD and 3% bonus movement speed. That is not bad at all. I think they're both equally interesting masteries here. And then in the last one, there is only one decent mastery, which is Water Walking, which gives you flat movement speed and up to 21 attack damage based on level. I think that is fine, but it's not something I would bring. My choices would be the Ultimate Hat and either Transcendence or Celerity. Probably Transcendence. That seems like more fun to me, and we need to get more CDR on Master Yi. So those are my choices right there. I will put both of those choices up for the people that want to see what my runes are going to be. So we'll go bam, bam. Did my editor make something cool happen? I don't know. So with that said, we need to go into the Domination and the Resolve tree and explain why we don't want them. So I know what you're thinking. We're in the Domination tree and you're like, Cowsep, Eyeball Collection isn't bad. You kill a ward and you get 0.7 attack. Yeah, I think Eyeball Collection's like probably the best thing here for Master Yi-ish. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good. And it's not good compared to the other trees. Eyeball Collection is something I would bring. And then we have Sudden Impact, which is a dash, leap, blink. Gives you 5% extra damage for the next 3 seconds. I mean, it works with Alpha, right? And you're going to be spamming Alpha in team fights. So in a team fight, you will always have 5% extra damage. But when you think about it, do you want 5% extra damage after using Alpha? Or do you want some of those cool things from Inspiration and Sorcery? Not to mention, when you go Inspiration, you also get 6% additional attack speed. Like, compared to the other trees. It's fantastic, right? But those are the only 2 good masteries in here. There's also, in the bottom row, you can find some more masteries that look okay, but I don't think they're very good on Master Yi. And especially Ravenous Hunter looks pretty good because it does heal you, but the tooltip says that it heals you based on your abilities. It doesn't even say your auto attack, so I don't think it is that good, even though I've seen a few people that have really been wanting to go into it. I don't think so. I think you're still better off with Inspiration or Sorcery. Next is Resolve. Resolve has one good mastery, which is Perseverance, which gives you 25% tenacity for 10 seconds. And you also get additional armor and MR for summoners on cooldown. Perseverance is okay, but there's nothing else good in here. So if you're going to go this route, you get Perseverance, and then you get Conditioning, which gives you 6 armor and 6 MR, and your 5% additional boost on both. I don't think it's good at all. So anyway, I'm sorry it took so long, but there is a lot to cover there. My choices are Precision and Inspiration for the extra attack speed on Inspiration and all those good things like the boots and the more movement speed. Movement speed is so important. I think that is probably the best choice there. Or you can go Precision and Sorcery. And the reason why is because of cooldowns. So essentially, do you want movement speed or do you want cooldowns? Those are your choices. So anyway, if you guys disagree or you have your own trees that you want to share, please feel free
to send it to me on Twitter so I can get back to you and tell you how wrong you are.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.